to see the rest. But you can record at your end too if you want to.
Yes, sure, definitely.
What I will do is, because I'm recording it, I'll just put it on the YouTube channel and I'll just send you an invitation, a private invitation, so that you can view it when you like. So you don't actually have to record.
Yeah, but if you let me, I'd rather record because
No, you don't have to ask my permission. You can always do that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll start. Oh, a huge circle. Do you need a hand? Yes. Just going to move you slightly to the side, otherwise Charlie won't be able to see a thing. If you warm up there, that would be great. Okay. Right, so going to your left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Sideways. 2, 3, 4. We're warming up, Steve. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're reaching for the sky. 1, 2, and through your legs. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're opening our shoulders up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay, left hand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay. Wrist stretch. So Nikio now. On yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Your level could be a little bit more down. That's it. 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Practise. Practise now, Steve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yes. Sankyo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Hold. No comments. Okay, down. Okay. So going to left, looking to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you're doing these exercises, try and soften your belly. So you can get a bit more stretch. Oh well. 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll see perfection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put this together. Just hold it there, straighten your back, and let the weight from your knees fall towards the ground. So concentrate on just relax. And now start to introduce a little bit of movement. One, start to bounce it. And focus on the tops of your legs, those muscles that are tight when you're doing this. Try and make them relax. Good. Okay. Nose towards toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we're going to do the yoga moves now, Steve. Your favorites. Okay. So just resting on the floor, stretch your back out. Just relax. And now forwards and up. And back. And forward and up. Just sink the hips down to the floor. Forward. Tuck your toes under and into a downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Tread on your hands and just hang. Release your hands and just slowly unfurl. Okay, so we're standing now, Steve. Okay, so what we're going to do is kind of imagining you're a Joe and turning in a figure of 8. So as you're doing this, your wrists are turning. So if we start right down, you can look at one hand that's going on when you see the back of your hand, and as you go back, it opens up and you can see the palm. And just enjoy the fluidity of the movement of your hips turning in half circles and the flow of energy from your hands. And if you don't have a lot of hip movement, Vitali, you can just turn your wrists. This is a nice exercise to do too. This turning of the wrist movement is a key skill in Aikido that is often missed, and it can lead to so much. So having fluid wrists is really important. Yeah, good. All righty. Okay, so we're going to look a little bit at unbendable arm. I need to put me in a big view, Vitali, so I can see what I'm looking at least in gallery. Yeah. So come forward. Slightly there, Steve. That's fine. Just stay there. So Laura should be nice and relaxed. Okay. So you can see that because you can see there's this bend in the arm. If she were thrusting forward, there'd be tension, but it would be easy to bend that. So this is good. This is below shoulder height. This looks nice and relaxed. One finger there, and then just anchor it with your weight. And then first test is on her wrist. So I don't go to the tips of her fingers, I go underneath her wrist. And this is very strong. If you want to make the test harder, you come to the tips of the fingers. Still good. So now I go beyond the tips of the fingers and I bring it back. Still good, which is marvelous. So we go even further. I just let my energy go and then I bring it all the way back. And it's still good. So that's absolutely marvelous. Well done. Okay, so if you make your arm really strong, physically strong, so she is quite tough. It actually is quite hard to bend. I'm not going to bother to get into a physical fight, but the stronger of us would win. Thus, we don't get into competition. What we want to show her is this is not a posture she wants to keep for hours. Now, we could just stand here until she got tired. That would be one way of proving it. But I haven't got the time for that. So I just lightly touch and then I go. Yep. So I don't fight. If I look to fight, it becomes a fight. And it's a question of strength. I don't. I touch lightly. I take it. I stay light. The lighter I get, the harder it is for her to resist. Okay. So if you play with Caitlin and if you perform here, I'll take Steve and we'll play over here. So just do the unbendable arm. Okay, so floppy. Now with some key. Yep, good. Okay, now I'm going to make it slightly more difficult test. So keep that up. Good. Keep it going. Good. Keep it going. You did well. You did well. Now look with physical strength. So use your physical strength to stop me bending it. Use your muscle power. So use your physical strength. Make it tough for me to bend your arm. Be Mr. Strongman. Not powerful with key, it's strength. Use your strength to stop me. So make your muscles hard. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay. I think we're still using key. I don't think we're using physical strength. You're very powerful, but you're not using your physical strength. And I'm asking you to use your. No, I want it to be tight. I want you to make your muscles tight. Yeah. So we know that using that is a waste of time. Yes? Good. Are we both happy? Yes. Okay, good. All right, so again, I'm just going to park you to the side. Okay. And this is a key skill. Because when she pushes in, I don't want that to happen. That's bad news, really. This is keeping her at a distance. There's a clash. I don't want to stay here forever, but it buys me time to think, hey, what's going on here? Seems that someone's pushing in and to decide what to do. So we will just acknowledge this, let her come to where she wants, and we'll go down. Right. So she wants to come forward. I let her, and then I move her mind. She does want to come forward. Down. Just check in. Come on. So she wants to come in, and I try and stop her. What I do is I redirect it. So if I just use you, yes, her energy, wrong? Yes, is coming inwards like that. So I'm going to take it in that direction initially, and then I'm going to lead it up, and then I'm going to lead it down. So it's not quite that shape because we're coming from a different place. I'm just trying to show you energetically what I'm doing. And when you see this, you'll notice that as well as an in, there is a down, which helps the upward movement. Without the down, either she's in and she's got me, or that's the only way she can come in. So if I keep this unbendable arm, I have to drop it to create a place for her to come in. Okay? Here we go with Steve. Showing that. So you say that. Where am I going? So you want to come in. So what you need to do is turn your body out of the way as I'm coming in. So allow me to arrive. You want to come forward. Nice. Okay. Lateral movement. Come forward. So don't turn your body at all. Actually, the line of it is that. So if you let me push it, it's straight towards your head. So this moment we've come to a stop, which is why you turn out to the well. Yes. But if you go slightly lateral, so you're going to exaggerate, it's going to come forward. Yeah, that's what will happen. So somewhere between there is perfection and where you want it. So let it just go where I'm pushing it. Yes. Very nice. If I feel you trying to take me off, I'm resisting. Whereas if you let me go where I want to go, I'm thinking, why can't you go? Yes. So it's at the moment that I think, I'm actually going to get a shot at this. You disappear. So your mind is that you want to hit me with that hand. But I don't stay there for you to have that go. Just as you did, possibly, which one? No. No. Very good. I'm going to see. Last Laura. Yeah. Yes. Very good. So remember to stay in your comfort zone. Yes. There's no idea reaching above me physically, but something I can do to stop. Very low. Okay, so this hand is like this. While I'm pushing in, it's going to come there. And it's coming to there, you then turn your hips out of the way. Yes. So you don't want your hand straying away from your hips. You want it staying on your hips. Yes. Of course. Yes. Yeah, very good. Very nice. Yeah, that's very nice. What you did that time? Don't come back too soon. So you're trying to do it a bit quick. It's too early, so then we get this happening. There's a clash. You're draw my energy through, and then let me go. Yes, good. Right, okay. Yes, thank you. So, it's quite interesting. Obviously, if she gets to there, I'm in trouble. So just before she hits my hip, I turn out of the way. If I let her push me to there, I'm in trouble. So, slowly. Keep going. That's too far for me. This is too soon. I haven't drawn her through. Guess which line will we take? So as my hand passes my center, it rises up. And that's just perfect to draw her through and not have control of me. Slowly. It also brings her right to my side, so there's no gap between us. Well, what's a gap between us? This now becomes much more difficult to do. I want her close to me. So, now, her mind's up there. She wants to go down. It's my center that's going to throw her. I drop my center down. There's nothing going on with my arm, correct? The beauty is her attention's on my arm, it's not on my head. It's very hard to resist what you can't feel and you can't see. And it becomes shorter. Never let again anyway. And some people will say this looks false, very, very slowly. But if she doesn't move, the potential is for my fist to go in her face. So the smart thing for her to do is not to be there. And I'll follow her till her balance is gone. And then we're going to really explode it. Okay, so we're just going to go again, remembering the center line is where we're trying to play. Okay, we're trying to work on that line. Yes, that was before. And we're remembering to draw our partner on this line. So as you're rising up, you're thinking about yes there. Start all this hand going too far fast, and you don't want it rising up too soon. You want it to get to the front of your belly button and then to be rising and opening. And now you've got stuck. Yes. Oh, naughty boy. So you're just trying to get this physically as opposed to flying with the energy. Let the energy go. Yes! You're too physical. I can feel you pulling against you. So get used to just doing that shape, getting the flow. And when I'm on the end, it's going to be the same flow. Oh. Yes. came too far out. It should be there. Okay. Look! When you keep it tight to your belly, I can't stop you. So in a few inches, it makes all the difference.
You hesitated. You double down.
See, this is a long way from your body. It wants to be there. Much closer. This is a long way from your shoulder. You want it to be there. It's not the way like that. One. Right there. Yes. One side. Yep. All right, so let's just take the edge. And turn around, that's right. You do that, a moment, Laura. So, let's go on that side. So, yeah, so we'll let you in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this with my elbow on her shoulders. Okay. She's got a lot of bones and muscles below this. So even if I'm being brutal, I cannot shift her. So let's not try and be brutal. Let's just let the energy flow, and then it will be fine. So I get my hand to here, and then I'm going to take this line down through her body. I'm going to drop my feet. I know what the feeling is like when I drop my elbow. It's light. I don't have to think about it. Gravity will always help it if I don't get in the way. So I'm not going to get in the way. I'll let gravity work. As soon as I think I want to throw it over, I get slow. So we're trying to make this more difficult. It's easy to control the mind with the hand. It's easy. If I get her head moving, then it's easy to take her down. And if I've got to here, it's not so easy. This is not waving in front of her eyes. She's still very strong, isn't she? She's got this nice straight line. It will be tough. I mean, it can be tough if I make it tough. So don't just drop your feet down. Just get it. Okay. You both see, or I'll show you, and you both take this. So what we're doing is we're practicing when you've taken me, or you take me. Right, I'm going to get to here. And I'm going to drop my feet through there. So if I try and push you down, that's nigh on impossible. But if I relax, now I've got it. Well, a little bit. But I'm trying not to make it so.
That's usually mine, isn't it?
Yeah, so I want you to use your elbow and go through my shoulder. So you're going to let your elbow, yes. Just so you know, so you're going to try and force me down. Use all your strength. Use all your strength to push me down. Please. Yes, go on, harder. Really try. That's fine. It's easy to resist that. It's not easy to that's so now just relax. Relax. Good. Excellent. Nice. Yes. One more on that side, then I'll swap.
Backwards.
Yeah. Good. Lower down. Okay, so now it's just good. to get the jumps, because you're kind of at home, aren't I? Now you're really into it. Can you see this, Natalia? Are you okay there?
Yes. Yes.
Relax. Relax. Okay, so just in your view. You've been pushing. I can feel it preparing. You don't feel anything at all.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I mean, you can feel the touch. But there's absolutely nothing in the world that will make you go down. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, if I get greater height, then I'll get greater down. Now, all you have to do is think up with me. And then when it's time to come down, what we have is a clash and it won't work. So what I can do is I need to relax. Okay, so now I can't get my elbow on the shoulder. So I'm not going to, if I try to do that, it's getting just trying to relax. So it's not about the height. Yes, you can actually on the outside, don't choose around, just as a bit of an exercise, but if I'm too tall for you to do that, and you can only get to there, that's okay. Just rest. Can you feel the weight going down? Now what I do is I do it. Always I let my mind follow where it's naturally taking both. You just wherever it ends up, don't go higher than you want to, and drop. Nice. Very good. Yes. Very nice. Yeah. Yes. And this is fun. From there. Yes. So give you the waist of the elbow. Yes. Good. Now you want to begin to hold it. That's just an exercise. You become aware of what Practise does. You can feel there's no slack between us. So all like that. Okay, actually, there is no physical gap. It's kind of a mental gap between us. Now we're together. Now just don't force it. With Caitlin. They will try. It's going to be impossible. Don't get to there. I think I'll do it. So don't get too much on the down. Don't get too much of a push. That's good. I don't know what guarantee something like 32 feet per second or something. It's uniform, whatever the number is, it's uniform. So if you let go, it's going to be the same speed every single time. That's the speed I should be traveling to the glass. Yes. The speed you don't have to think about, but just nature supplies. Easy. Very good. Very good. How are we doing? Okay, we're going to move on. So I'm going to park you to the side again. We'll borrow Laura. And so on this attack, Katadori, she's trying to push through, punch there. You know, I don't want to be punched, so I make a pause for thought there. Take a step back and drop down. I did show this a couple of weeks ago. You can hit 10 times while I'm trying to take a hand off. That's not going to work. I just have to drop down. That's right. It's not about strength. It's about letting gravity work. This is where her mind, I know where her mind is. This is where she's holding. The end of her mind is where she's holding. Why did I try and move that? That's where her mind is. So I move her there. Thank you. There. One finger. Two hands with strength, not working, just a tall gi, so that's not good. So I make up a choice, space. What else we do there? Okay. So this time we come across and we turn the body. We drop down and then we come across. Arm across. Drop down. Don't go up. Step in, let it fall. And now it's my hips. So I get my arm follow ordinarily, but I want you to see that it's not this that's doing the throw, it's my hips. If I keep turning those, she loses more and more balance, and it becomes much easier. Right. So, 1, 2. Still a turn here, I'm putting in the tie. Not moving my legs because I'm assuming I can't, but I'm moving my chest, and my energy is following that direction. 1, and this second hand comes into more play. It's there and does the job. Center. If I try and pull, it doesn't work. It's this just this falling motion. It doesn't. It doesn't matter if I'm fairly immobile. Just that redirects the partner away from me, opens her up outside. Oh, she's vulnerable now. Don't go over there, it's dangerous. Okay, after you, we'll go Steve. Then after the leaning one, just the standing one. What do you want? On the very first two, we are now. Yeah, very nice. So I'm looking to attack. Maybe I'm wanting to do this. When it comes to that's my intention. She's just moving enough to not be at the end of where I want to take her. All she has to do, she has to just redirect me enough. Yeah. Okay. After me, go Laura. There. And you need to drop your feet as opposed to push, don't push. That's better. Yeah, you can do whatever. We were doing, before you arrived, so I was doing 1, 2, 3. Well, I don't mind what we do.
If it comes into wall,
Yeah. Yes, that would be another way of doing it. But I'm asking you to do that. Yes. Yes. So you can want to do cuts, guys, that's fine. You have to use your hips. Hold. This is just my hand. It doesn't move you a lot. This is my hip. Yes. Yeah. You can drop down with that hand if you like. Or you can wrap this one around the base so that they go back. Or you can do both. Hips turn, drop. Yep. No, you're doing it with your hand. So you need to turn your hips. At the same time, hips and hips. So, can you feel that's a straight line? So what I don't want to do is that. This straight line has to carry on. There you are, there's my straight line. But I turn my hips and go over the top so I can break it. I get stuck here, hold. When I go across the top, I can break it. Straight lines, turn your hips, hips, hips. Right shoulder. That's better. You're still forcing it a bit, aren't you? Straight line, hips. 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 Yes. Now you're. And drop together. Easy, right? Yes, drop down. Okay. Now what do you want to do? Okay, we're there. Friendly, second off. Okay. Hips. Oh, sorry, hold on, Michael. Wow. If you make this a fight, I'll make it a fight. So you need to turn your hips with your arm. Now drop. Now you've got your knee. Yes, so this stays here, right? But your hips turn with it. So what you don't do is that. You're letting your hips do the turn. Yes, drop. Drop, pull that down. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to give you Laura. She's going to put on little fingers. She's going to give you a hard time. Oh, I didn't know what. No, sorry. No, this is just. Now you remind me. Thank you very much. Andy? No, you put me right. You got wrong. Yes. Yes. Yes, I'm trying to force him So, yes. So if my angle is
Nice combination.
that. There's a backward bit to that, and you just follow that. You'll never go down. So the only way to get you down is down. Then it'll be fine. Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, very good. Very good, very good, very good. Okay.
I told you. I was very good.
Right. Okay, right, we're going to move on. We're going to pass you to the side. Lovely. Okay, so Laura. We'll show this from various angles. So, I'm going to get Laura to punch me there. So, Minetsky here. That's the idea. She's trying to stab me, punch me, spear me, one of those things, but it's coming right towards my center. Okay, so from the side, what I do is I open my hips right up to give her the widest target. So this is actually me sending an invitation saying, "Ooh, I'm vulnerable. Would you like to attack here?" That's the idea. And slowly. Okay, she's coming this way. And my first movement is towards her. So now she's absolutely convinced she's got me. And then just as she arrives, I turn. And that is perfect. Well, I've got her arm tight against my body. Because now I've got control. This is hard. Very hard to shift her. I want to hear. We're okay. So, this turning of the hips is a very useful skill. If you can't turn your hips, then you have to do that. Yeah. You're lucky enough to be able to turn it. Right like this one. No! There's this coming towards me, and I fly across the target line. So it looks like I'm coming straight in, but actually I'm just going to the side. And as I'm doing that, I'm attacking. And actually just the walking is enough to take her down. Just look at her shape, we'll freeze it. That is not a stable system anymore. So it's the straw and the camel's back. It takes nothing to take someone to the ground if you've changed them from that to that. Okay, so we can do this one. We can do that one. And we can do that. If she doesn't put her hand up, it's mashed face if I want it. If she doesn't put her, she does put her hand up, that's fine. I'm not looking at it in the face anyway, but I've got a nice connection, something to send my message through. All right, so Laura, you can do the same for me now. Oh no, you do this and I'll show Steve. So we're doing Minetsky. So I'm coming for you here. So you're going to punch me to start with. I'm up here. And drop down, up, and close. Or you're punching, and I spin your way, and drop down, up, and over. I'm here. It's the unkind on you. So we want to do that one. So you're going to touch, I'll touch you. You do the first two, the third one you want. Okay, here I come. This one. Yeah, I think you have. Cool. Yeah. Dropping it. Yeah. This way. Yeah. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, I'm coming.
I thought.
Turn, don't step. So if you're looking to punch, what I'm doing is getting out of the way. So, just push. I want to do that. Obviously, I don't want you to get to the point where you can push. So just before you arrive, I'm not there. Okay, so I'm going to come slow, pick up the energy. Okay, there it comes. There we go. Here I am. Perfect place. Yeah, okay, let's do it again. Here I come, slow.
Section before.
No, we didn't do the same thing. You should turn for this. And down. You can throw me. I don't mind. Okay, other side. I'm coming with my left fist. Different technique, that's okay.
Let me do that right.
Okay, I'm coming slowly.
One, two.
Yeah, a bit. Here I come, right hand. Good now. Good. Just drop straight down. Drop straight down. Okay. Something there. So, that's right. If you go across, that saves me, doesn't it? It hasn't moved to a nice straight body, so I've got hard work now on the way in. So, and now I can reduce, and now it's easy. So I don't want to do kind of this. This step aside. Oh. By your side. Just one is my lunch, and just one is. Nice. Let me step to you.
Probably that one's there.
Stop. That's what we're doing. So, we do that, all of them. But if you're going to go across, that's the one I want you to do. I'm going to have to do that.
And then you
So
hold
you
the
do that, then you do this. Then the first one, you're very good. I don't need to do that, I just, it's the turning that saves me rather than the stepping that saves me. It's good to say.
What happens down?
Yes,
Take that one. To there.
so. When they're doing this technique, you're trying to throw something. Which hand is going to throw something? What's your gut feeling? This one? This one? Yeah, so when they think they're doing the throw, when you think their attention, they think they need to do the most work with. You're right. I think most people think, oh, that. But you're still there. This is just a distraction. Well, no. That's the throwing hand. This is the, oh look, see, there's a hand waving about here. There's your attention, look. Your mind's there, it's not there. You really hooked me there. Don't do that. Down. If you feel your fingers crunching into my shoulder, I know you tried too hard. Nice. Can you see how you've got the teacher? That bit's beautiful. So you didn't do a spinning one. First. Okay. So here, open the shoulder. Give me a big target. Now close it. Close the ball. Yeah, from big wide piece of paper with a thin bit of paper. Look at the paper, I'm not quite as thin as this paper, but that's all we're going. You still want to step it. Just just. So it's like saying, oh, you move it that way. But you're helping me get where I want to go. Yes. See how far you draw me through there when you do that. Not so much. Okay, so look at the lines. Just turn. Yes. Could you turn more than that, in fact? Yes. You've done it so nice, shouldn't you? Something else. We'll let you step.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
You know, it's probably a bit straighter than you'd like. No, you could make the unstraightened by just ramming your hand in my face. Probably the same.
sorry.
Down is easy. When I'm looking at you, it's a problem. When I'm looking at the ceiling, not so much. Very good.
Very good. Very good. That was like.
Yes. Neat. Give me a time. Okay, so you notice my hands are quite wide too. I'm really saying, look, big target here. Want to have a go? Here, what do you think? You think they're going to attack the center, probably not so much. Like someone's pointing up. I'm kind of here. Last one. Well, about 20 knots which are coming. Not so good, right? Let me think you've got me. Before I move. But timing's everything. So if I'm coming slowly at you, you don't move. You don't move until now. It's about there because that's the speed I want. Yeah, you can turn as fast as my fist is going at this speed. Slowly. Now.
I'm hard when I was doing that.
Feet hammer it into the floor. Can't be undone. Yes, that's. And hips. You also have to turn your hips and your ankles. Otherwise, yeah. I can't move anymore, I'm stuck. So, because a bit of me is moving, all of me is moving. And I can carry on, or I can go back, or I can go forward, I can go back, in any direction, as long as I allow my body to stay together. Yes. Yeah, nice. Here we go. Oh goodness. Good, okay. You have to go to sleep, and I'll go indoors and have a look. You know, so that's what I think. Look at all that stuff. So you can have a battle there, if you like. No, just relax there. Probably better than that, because you're getting the battle all over then. The first thing is get out of the way. So what we're going to do is get out of the way. Thank you. Good. Perfect. Yes. Now that one comes on top. Just sit down. Very nice. Good. One more. Why do you attack that?
Big enough.
No, I will attack that. Hey, come on, get me. That I'll attack. Yes. So when you're doing Practise, or any Manetsky technique, you want to open your hips right up. Show your partner the type. Here it is. Come and get it. It's all there for you. It's your way of saying to your partner, of tempting them to do this attack. So you know how they always used to say that O-sensei, he would initiate the technique. Well, that might be walking towards the person, or it might be offering an open invitation like this, in my view. So, oh, look, I'm vulnerable here. That would be so Manetsky would be the attack. I'm vulnerable. Oh no, I'm not vulnerable. So I don't need, if my hands are like this, would you attack Manetsky? You wouldn't, would you? Because imagine this is like a sword. Like this is, there's no space to attack there, whether it be a sword or fists, you wouldn't. It's when it's like open that you would attack the body blow or the head. Ooh. So she sent me an invitation. Nice. Okay, so now you this and stop one. So it's a different defense, Joe. So instead of turning her hips, she's gliding across in front of you. But worse than that, this is coming like an exocet missile from my face. You can shift my body from here to here, I'm in trouble. Either with that hand or that one. The nasty person just smashes straight into the face, but we're not. So she just dangles it in front of my face and gives me a chance to get out of the way. And if I'm too stupid to move, she uses the other hand to take me down. If we're being nice. No real strength involved in this. Okay. Fine. Right, you do. Yes. If you would please. Right. So from here. So she's pushing with both hands. I need to do something. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come to here. I'm not going to try to stop her coming into this space. I'm going to help her. Where does she want to go now? Yeah, she wants to go up. So we've got Aikido and everything else that you might want to do from Aikido. Things on Aikido to remind you. It's not pushing the arm. If you can see my sure sign that someone's got it wrong, if you can see my thumb, I'm pushing. Thumb should be behind in that crease of the elbow. Should be here. I'm rolling it. I don't want the elbow facing the sky. I want it facing the ground. This small movement here is magnified through her body. So watch her head in comparison to her elbow. That's a lot of movement from the head. I think she's fairly unstable. So now all I have to do is walk. So try and get this habit of rolling over. Because there's always someone stronger than you. If you try to force them, you'll get into a fight and it won't work. You just want to guide it. I don't mind if she tries to attack from there. That's one thing. It's not always the elbow, sometimes it's the hand. From there, because ultimately, look, this is where she's extending to, she's holding on there. So if I drop that, they can have quite an effect too. Or I might choose to just enter. And there's another key line here on the shoulder. So I can roll that too. So any one of those are possible. You can drop from the hand, you can drop the elbow, you can drop from the shoulder. These are all important key lines. Sometimes we use our physical movement to help us achieve this. So some schools will step in at this point. It achieves the goal. There's nothing wrong with that. It's less subtle. Okay, when you're pinning your partner, make sure your knees are right behind their arm. I've now got about a foot away, and now I'm starting to struggle to hold her down. Stretch her, watch her head. When it moves, that's as far as it needs to go. This rolls into the mat. We need to go back a bit, sorry, can't see that. So I will stay here until I see that head move. Now I go down. Now, this I wouldn't necessarily let go of this hand. This is a good controller too, but just for the sake of today, I roll that. And I'm thinking across here to hold her down. So this is not, you don't need any strength for this. I can just wait all day. If you've got a particularly awkward customer, then you can send a bit of Nikio here, and that usually persuades them to stay calm. So, with two hands, I take a step back, drop down. As she comes up, I follow in. And I'll just turn it for you for the camera. I walk with her. Don't need to push, I just need to stay with her and walk. If you want to understand why she's so unstable, walk normally. And then try walking like this and see how you feel. And you'll understand that it's very easy to take someone down to the ground if you've shifted them into that position. So I just need to make sure she doesn't come up again. We'll turn it away. Don't push. You roll too far forward, you're going to roll round. Okay, unfortunately, this stuff is really subtle. Laura did roll round, but she rolled round and her down was over there somewhere, so it was forward and round and down. It kind of lost connection. She wanted me to go forward. Well, that's what happens. Your okay will go forward. It's more like a ring circling the elbow. So the ring doesn't suddenly expand and disappear forward. It works around. Yep, it's just rolling around it. You're not looking to take, you don't want her arm to feel like it's being pushed forward or pulled backwards at all.
No, it feels like your energy is going round and then you're actually bringing it back out, backwards.
Nice. Okay, I don't know if you can see my feet. Can you see my feet? I cross them like this. When you're on a crowded mat, that's a really smart thing to do because you're taking up much less room on the mat and you're protecting yourself if somebody falls on the back of your legs. If I wanted to get up, I'd come to here. With my leg outside because then I can get up very quickly. So there's one for practice, and there's one when you've got lots of space and you don't have to worry about other people, and you're just trying to get up very quickly. Okay. All right. So I'll go with Laura. No, I won't. I'll go with Caitlin. Show speed. Yep. We go from there. You want to feel it? Okay. So you're pushing it down.
All right. Right. Slowly, yes.
So
So it's
you
that.
can't see Caitlin's body,
and
but it's that way.
that.
If I get up
Attack.
over here, she gets up, she's right in front of me and she can attack me again. So that's not smart. The smart exit is over here, so I'm 6 foot away from her feet. So I've got time to defend myself if she decides she wants another go.
You are. Sit down.
We don't have to move across this time. I'm going to sit on top and go down. Notice this is turning a bit. It comes out easy. It's hard to get out. With a subtle turn, I didn't know what I was doing. Remember last week, or the week before that, I showed you. Make sure I can't get out. And if I try to take my wrist out through this thin hole, it's really tough. But if I'm there, it's very easy. So I just turn and then take out. If you can't stop the turn, then the take out is really easy. What I didn't show you, because I didn't realize I was doing it, is that as that hand is going down, I'm also turning it. That's on top, so that becomes a very easy takeout. That is not an easy takeout. I get stuck. So turn and I'm going down, and now we've got stuff to play with.
sit down, please.
So. Step back. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Fabulous. Okay. Now, don't force it. What are you doing? You're gonna roll. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm quite bendy. Probably should have my arm further up there, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, force it.
Okay,
See your head move? That's it. Roll. Are you feeling great pressure and he's pushing down? How pins do you feel?
you want to sit down with me?
Okay, that's
Yeah.
right. It's a good test for that.
With you.
All right, you can sit down.
So you can get up, then I need to adjust my technique. You can't get up, then I'm making my point. But think of it like do this.
I don't want you to make do.
And guess what? You fought against it. As soon as you felt the pressure, you fought against it and you found your way up.
You all right?
That's what you do. What you do is you're stepping a little bit round and you just want to stay on this line and step back. So instead of having this hip leading, this hip is leading when you finish. And when I finish, I want to hear, not here. I'm in trouble. Sorry, it's come forward. I'm in trouble if I drop it behind me. Okay, I need to stop her in front of me. So now I'm the one who's got the options here. Or if anyone's going to do the second thing, it's me. Practice it without me. All right, yes. So. Snickers out. Yes. Okay, so now you want me to ride it. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So we're very bouncy. Okay, so we want to be on this line. We want to be nice and stable. But if I knock her off, I didn't ask her to come up, but she automatically reset. So I know after a down, there will be an up. So what you don't want to do is this, and stop the up. Now I'm fighting with her again, aren't I? I've set the scene to create a down, to get it up, to get it down. I'm trying to make this really easy for myself. I don't want to be. No. Get to there. She'll do that for me. Now I've got it down. If I want, I can play with this bit. I can go bounce, bounce, bounce. Oh, now I do. I know always after a down there will be an up. So I don't have to do it on the first one. Not necessarily on stage. You're going to do it. That's nice. Very nice. That's good. Okay. So, what are you going to do is have Shona. Not Shona, I lied. I'm not Jochen. Yes. Yes. It's a little bit more of an angle to it. Yes. So I am looking to slice through her neck. So I'm not looking to take a split off the side of her cheek or to just take her head off like that. That will be a different cut. I'm looking to cut at an angle. And it's my body that does the cut. So it should finish there. Now I know any further I've gone too far. Stop there, and now I'm going to reset and I can do something else if I missed. So, in slow motion. She comes in, so I come in. As she strikes, I get out of the way, but my hands are going up a bit. So I come up, I go down. So I do an exact match of her movement without a cut. Now we're into sheer now. So she's nice and poised. She's still nice and poised. At this point she's okay, but as I turn my hips, please come round. Her hand is now in front of my center and it's outside of her center. So if she wanted to reset, what would you do? She would reset. Exactly. So now I've got movement. I use. Take a step again. One. Go on, step forward. Keep going. Yes, you throw yourself. So I'll be your okay. So you can't take me into shin. Hang on, shin. Stop there. So back a bit, back a bit, back a bit. If I carry on, if I carry on walking, eventually I throw myself. And that's what that's when we know we've done a good shin haven't we? When we don't have to pull on the church bells, but we just create an environment where she wants to go forward. I send enough energy round so that she wants to come forward. That's almost nothing. So I'm not just turning with my physical body. It's like Saturn. I'm creating an orbit of energy around me. That time I did much less with my body, but much more with my mind. Partly with you in mind at all. So if I was down on the floor, I know you've got this method where you can take around the back, I still have to work that out. Something like that, I think. I'm getting there. But it's this sending the energy round that makes the difference. Okay, so. There are no pauses. I'm doing it so that you can see the different stages. It's one big, beautiful balletic movement. Now we're going to look at stages. Stage one. This is not a block. This is a blend. That would be a block. So here, she's rising up, I'm rising up. Now she wants to come down. We're going to use our hands. So I let her come down. But I'm on top. Yep. So, this is really slowly. Hands up. She can go up together. Now she cuts. We go down together. So I redirect her. So, I will extend my unbendable arm. Can you get in? Try. Yeah, well, try. So I'm safe here. She can't come into this space. But at the moment, I'm allowing her to push against this. That's stupid. I don't push against it. I just move with it. I just redirect it a bit. Any questions? Does that make sense? Happy? Okay. Good. Well, that's what we're going to do then. Right. So we're doing Yokuinichi Shienagi, Steve. Yokuinichi Shienagi. You're going to stay there for the moment. Okay. All right. So I'll go for you, Laura. For moments of glory. You're not Laura. I know you're thinking. I was looking at you. That's what you need to know. Okay. So don't match me. So I'm coming in and I'm going, yes. So you're going to try and come around me. So you're going to end up in my position, I'm going to end up in your position. Yes, beautiful. Because you step a little bit in front of me. So now if you stop and I carry on, I'll let you count. Remember, you're always turning, always turning. You're always turning, you're always turning, you're always turning. That way you'll always catch me up because you are in the center of the movement. Make sense? Always turning, always turning, always turning, always turning. Always turning, always turning, always turning. One more. Yep. It's going to be much slower than that. You have to match my speed. So, pull. Drop down. That's what you want. Push, push down. Hard. Just like that. That's it. You want butterfly wings. Yes.
Super feeling.
Nice, nice. Turn. Very good. Some habits are hard to break. Hey.
I will get it eventually.
Always stay in front of you. Yeah. You don't really want all of this going on. It's like this. Here's the ball. Take the ball. Yes.
Quentin, can I ask something?
Certainly may.
Watching the girls, I remember, as I have long hair, in the Shihonage, it was very, very usual for me to get stuck here. So, and I saw them, mostly Caitlin, not Laura that much, but this turning, it's so easy for us to stuck our head. It's not, actually, it's not only about the hair, but get stuck here and doing too much force. I don't know if you have something to say about that.
Right, okay. So, if your shinagi comes to your forehead and no higher, it can never get stuck in your hair. Never do. Right? If it gets stuck in your hair, my hair's not quite as long as yours, okay, but I'm already in trouble. If she wants to drop now, I'm gone. So one very, very important rule of shinagi is you never go higher than that. Never. As soon as I go to there, there's a counter. So just make sure, so it's a good habit to Velcro your hand to your forehead. So you know what Velcro is? It's that tape which you stick things together, one with a wiry side and one with a sticky side. Pretend that you put that on your head, give it to that hand, turn around, and then you'll get it right. Okay. Yes. See, she did it beautifully.
I think it's when it comes around, it's really stuck in the elbows.
Okay. I'll try to look out for it.
Yeah.
It's gone too high. It's gone too high?
Yeah.
Oh, we have to move that as a good one. Thank you. There, move on the floor. Don't move it any higher than that. Come into the side. Turn. See your hand up, it's in the way now. You have to be prepared to lose a few hairs. So, I mean, I would clear my face. Yes. Yeah, if there's lots of stray hair dangling in your eyes, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a problem. So try and make sure that this bit of your face is very clear. Yeah, maybe I should come along with some shears one week and it won't be a problem.
Thank you.
Remember, you're in the flow. Okay, so you're there, coming to me. I want to finish where you finish, except perhaps be a bit close to the center. Where you're starting and looking, where I get finishing looking. And if I did nothing with my hands, that would happen, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I do my hands, to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay? Keep fluid on your body tone. Nice, keep going. Squeeze. Using a step there somewhere. I mean, we kind of lost connection with you, haven't we? That's better. Make sure you stay close to her body as you're turning. Nice, very nice. Yes, keep turning, and it went over your head. So it got stuck in your hair. On your forehead, your forehead, your forehead, your forehead, your forehead, your forehead. Yay! Now just. One of the things is that you should be turning in time she's up. So you can see that Laura's quite a lot shorter than me. So most people would do something like this to get round, and that's a bit of a problem. Everything can go wrong there. So I just drop her down, turn, so it never gets anywhere near my hair because I've pivoted by the time she's up. Yep. So even if we're doing that slowly, down, I'm hoping on the camera, you're seeing that my body is staying fairly upright. I hope perfectly upright, probably off a little bit, but I want to be dead upright. Boom, turn. Yep. I shouldn't have to be doing this at all, or that at all. Okay, that's when we get into problems. Everything in Aikido is about posture. Lose her posture, that's great. Lose my posture, bang, not so, well, it's great for her, but not so great for me. So Aikido is all about change the posture, and then everything is easy. It's just subtle movement. If I can get on the go, it's all easy. No, you're right. One very good tip But when you've got a stable person, it's just turn, turn, turn. In the end, they become unstable. Turning is great. Okay. Are we happy with that one? Okay. Anything else? Well, give me another one to finish off on. I'll invent it then. Okay. So we haven't done coconut. Okay. So we'll get another one with the attention. Oh, no. Yes. So this comes here. So I've got that unstable body again that I wanted. So this is really good. I'll just keep the weight here, and then this is not good for her. But that's the one that moves her mind. This is gliding in and keeping heavy. That's the best way I can describe it. I'm not looking to push. I'm just looking to relax. So if she wants to push, and the more she pushes, the more she throws her own body. If I push, not so good. This is kind of lazy. It's alive, but I'm not trying to do anything with it. This one rises up the center line. So it's not smashed in the face. That probably would work as well, but we're here, we're trying to move her mind. Yep. Marshalling, the idea is that you catch them under the chin and you break the neck. Okay, so this is where it's coming from. Clearly the club gets much smaller if we do that every week, so we try to avoid that. So this is enough to make her panic and get out of the way. Now I've got her mind, the rest is easy. So we'll put the two together, one, and my body movement two does a lot. One, see, I travel with her. I don't stay here, doesn't work. I travel with her till she goes. Nice. Very good. Better. Yeah. Because people are going to travel up the center. As this one comes up, it turns and waves at the screen. Okay. This is more a slap on the head, which would probably work, but it's a bit more nasty. This is directly. If she were holding you, that's the only way you'd be able to continue the movement. Yes, good. Okay. And when you finish, you kind of want to see it angling off to the floor. If it's angling out there, you know you haven't quite got it right, you need to stay on point. And follow. So you see how you planted yourself to the ground? Don't. Start a little bit further back. In fact, do it diagonally and you won't have to worry about space. And travel. Come back. And travel. your feet up. So that you're planting it. Okay. Take yourself for a walk. And again, the same reasons you don't want to be at that end of her feet. Much better to hit that end. Okay. But to finish, sometimes we do this. So basically, Laura can come at me any way she likes. What do you think about it? Oh. Just when you thought you had me. Okay, take the move. Okay? Okay? Not quite there yet. Okay, so we've got a variation. Take the wrist, you might pull, you might push, you might. I don't know if she's going to pull or push or what. So the secret is to not worry, let her take my hands wherever she wants to take them. I'm going to follow that. Good. Right. There we go. We've got 2 more minutes. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, bring that on the inside. Nice. Very good. What's she doing? Yes. Yeah, good use of your body. So go with it. Okay. So what you can do is you can use your center, not your hands. So if she pins me down, so I can't move my hands, it's always something you do. You just roll your hands up, and then you can use your body. Or you can just, they're going down, so let's go down then. Don't play me, go on. So, push. There you go. We can hold there. That's all right. We can operate from here. That's where you want to go. All right. So, any questions? Okay. Good. All right, then we'll finish. Once again, thank you very much for your energy and everything else. Let's open this up. Thank you, team, other side of the world.
Thank you. I really miss Kokyuho. Really miss that plane in the end.
It is fun. It is fun. It's one of my favorites, I have to say. It'll happen soon, Joe.
It will, it will. Thank you very much. And thank you, Caitlin and Lauren and Steve and all of you. It's very good to keep watching and not practicing. We don't have that time to really watch it when we are practicing. So
That's true. What I've done, I've recorded the session. What I'll do is I will put it up on YouTube and I'll just send you an invite to be able to view it.
that's perfect.
Good. All right.
Okay.
I'll see you both tomorrow night
Yes.
with your caipirinha in hand, yes?
What?
With your caipirinha in hand.
I don't know if I will get a caipirinha because it's too cold. Maybe a glass of wine. It would be more good for now.
I'm having a very large caipirinha.
Okay, that's our call. So, what would be your drink, Vitaly? What is a Russian drink?
Vodka.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course. Cocktail, maybe?
I'm not sure because it's gonna be too late over here.
It'll help you sleep, Vitaly.
You know,
I'll
Vitaly, the
see.
happy hour is only for you. It's just because of you. So,
Hey.
You're the only reason we're doing it this Friday, so you've got to join us. No pressure.
Okay. I'll find something.
I'm sure you will.
Something sleepy.
You can just have a glass of water and tell us it's vodka. We won't know. Put a bit of lemon in and some ice and we'll be fooled.
Okay,
I prefer to be honest with y'all guys.
that's perfect. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you for the.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
We don't
See you
need
tomorrow.
this.